be a beautiful reception desk. This is our entrance here. This is the Union Street, and that's the parking lot. We'll have signage too. We'll have Point After Club on doors outside. But you'll come in and you'll be greeted here. This hasn't been built yet, but there'll be a nice reception area here. We're going to have everybody, somebody at the Point After Club. Look at the kitchen, Ginny. This is our kitchen. So this is going to be our brand new commercial kitchen. This is where the club meals will be served right out of here. We have a nice closet space for the dishes. Right here will be some stainless steel workspace, a 6-burner, 2-oven, 24-inch griddle electric stove right here. Workspace here, we're getting some cabinets put up. Just got to envision it. Sinks leading into a dishwasher, as opposed to that little, household dishwasher we're using. We're going to have a commercial dishwasher, Hobart, more sinks. We'll have a commercial refrigerator, commercial freezer, and then the PAC Cafe. PAC Cafe will have its own refrigerator, Joan, right here. Phone here. So this is it. We're working on getting some countertop for here. So this is where we'll be selling the coffee and tea and all that stuff out of, right here. Moving right out to the main club room. Look at how beautiful it is. So we'll have some cafe tables out here, little flowers and whiteboard right here for the work of the unit. We're going to be getting hopefully about a 60-inch LCD TV to put on the wall here, mounted. Over here is the art studio on the left. We have a sink that's going in over there. So this will be the CARSA unit. Also Communication Arts Association. They'll kind of work together here with health and wellness. Pretty nice. These floors are beautiful, huh? It brings us over here to the business section. Look at this tile. This is all put in. This was all just put in over the weekend, this tile. This is like a copy center here. This is the audio-visual room. This is for development. We hope to use some of our relationship with LCAT and be able to kind of partner together. And we want to produce Frame of Mind, our thought-provoking TV show, once again, on mental health issues. We'll be doing that both here and over at the studio over on Essex Street. We're excited about that, getting that going. We've got a lot of programs and shows ready to go. So these two units will be working together, employment education and member resource. This is what people can do their homework. We'll also have a lot of information, the member phone and the member resource directory, along with a little history of the clubhouse too in this space. Kind of make it. So this is a conference room in here. This will be part of the unit. We're actually thinking about cutting windows in these here too. We should have thought of it before we went through this project. You know how that works. But we're going to get it done.
club for years and years and years that they have dreamt of a home of their own. I know we went through many a time over there. We were at another particular person. But anyway, we're here now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Motown himself, Steve Cunningham.
I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. Well, I guess you say, what can make me feel this way, my girl? Talking about my girl.
And the ticket's coming. Okay, everybody, look at that fabulous ticket. Is everybody? Stop what you're doing. Stop eating because you will miss it. In between chews, you will find out. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado. Ooh, I'm getting old. I gotta hold it out here. Okay, let's see. God, I can't see. Okay, 384276. April's favorite son, Mr. Rocky Hebert. Let's give it up for him. He's won a fabulous t-shirt. Many of you don't know that Rocky was one of the regional Golden Gloves champs out of Haverhill boxing. He is our Rocky in the club. I mean Rocky. Dun, 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 dun.
Everybody coming in, signing in, taking messages and everything. We have our brochures, our newsletters and everything. Pens and everything. If you want to take some,
You're lovely. You have a very nice.
You're silly. I think it's funny. All right,
On three. 1, 2, 3. This is like my buddy really wasn't we married us and really.
This is beautiful. The smiling faces. We've got an incredible open house here, and we're so thankful for so many people. First, I want to bring up April Betulis. She's going to talk about our journey. She remember our clubhouse that brought us to this place. Come on up, April.
Good afternoon, everybody. I want to thank everybody for being here today. It's been a rewarding journey the Point After Club has taken to have a space of our own. We started this journey when Vinfin was awarded our contract, and we had to leave the Masonic Temple on Jackson Street after 29 years. We just had 6 weeks to be out of that space. We found a space on the 4th floor of the Everett Mills that was supposed to be a temporary site. However, we were there for almost 2 years. Then finally we were given a wonderful opportunity to design and build a clubhouse of our own from the ground up. This was not a quick process because we had to look at several properties. We thought we were close to a few of them because we had blueprints drawn up. It seems that the last minute the deal fell through. When we thought we would never find a place of our own, the owner of this building approached Tom around late September, October of last year about moving downstairs. because the People's Recovery Center was moving out and the Psychological Center, the business office, was moving across the hall. Tom brought this idea to the general membership meeting so we could discuss the potential move downstairs. Also some ideas that we could move, maybe have some ideas we could have in our clubhouse. The whole clubhouse was excited. During many GMM meetings, the members and staff talked about how they would like to have in the new clubhouse would look like, because this was going to be a permanent home and we would want it to look nice. We had several blueprints made for our potential clubhouse. The whole community decided on the one with the center wall torn down and the kitchen area extended out further. This made the clubhouse feel more open. As the process of the clubhouse was being built, as members, we had a say in everything that was being designed, from the kitchen to the floors and even the paint on the wall. I just want to thank everyone that was involved in giving us a brand beautiful new clubhouse, which we will enjoy for many years to come. We look forward to providing members friendship and opportunities to work on their goals and achieving meaningful lives they deserve. Thank you.
From a member's perspective, I think it's wonderful, the feeling that they're part of. This is a partnership. The reality of this rehabilitation model we operate here, it's a partnership model. Members and staff working together, running the clubhouse, working side by side, and making our decisions by consensus and agreeing on this. But more than that, we're a partnership within the community too. So it just doesn't, what really made this happen, along with, the members and staff here working hard, but also was the partnership we have with our new agency, VinFen, which has been wonderfully, incredibly supportive. Great folks, give it up for Christy Joyce. Susan was speaking. The partnership that was extended to our new landlord, who had a temporary site, Mary Ann Paley. She's the owner of the building here. She's here today. Mary Ann. Everyone in this room has a story, as we know. We all have our own stories. But we do have a member that would like to come up and share her story to represent the membership here at the clubhouse. Where's Anna Harris?
Friends and staff members. I then soon realized I was a human being who was just like everybody else, but one who had differences. After 27 years of living with my mom and dad in North Andover, I am now independent and live at High Street in Lawrence. The transition has been smooth. I miss my family, but I realized I needed to be on my own. With the help of the staff in the club and my DMH case manager, I was able to successfully move forward and transition into High Street. Without the wonderful services I have, I don't know if I would have been able to do it. The club is a close community that works together to develop opportunities for members to achieve their goals. It could be getting a job, an apartment, going back to school, or maybe just having a safe place to go where you are accepted for who you are. Not long after I joined, the club helped me achieve my goal and placed me in a paid employment position at Garden Street Apartments. It was my first real job in 5 years. Since then, the club has supported me as I built my resume with jobs at Stop & Shop, Kohl's, and Liberty Taps. I now have confidence in myself and my abilities. My goal now is to go back to school and get my bachelor's and work with children in some capacity.
Yeah.
The club has undergone many changes in the past few years with the new clubhouse contract. It has been difficult on us members, with several staff leaving and current staff expected to do a lot more paperwork than in the past. Despite this, our partnership is still strong, and myself and fellow members know that regardless of our struggles, we will always be welcomed and accepted at the club. Thank you.
I feel so much support here. We've had, this open house today has seen clubhouses from around the state come. We've got our colleagues from VinFen, the local colleagues, which is wonderful for the Northeast area. Welcome, thank them for coming. There's a wonderful crowd, and we're honored with some of the dignitaries that have come. We give them time to say some words here at this time. I'm going to call up the president of VinFen, Bruce Bird.
Thank you, Tom. On behalf of the board and all of the staff and all of the people we serve at VinFan, we're very, very, very pleased to be here today to celebrate this. We believe in these models. We know how effective they can be, especially when folks with lived experience are helping each other out, and that's what this is all about. Most of the time when I go to speaking engagements like this, I tell the story of how VinFan got its name, and I told this one time last year, and then the next time I came, Keith, right here, said to me, "You gonna tell that street corner story again?" And I asked him if he wanted to tell it today, and he said no, but we started on the corner of Vining and Fenwood Road in 1977 when a bunch of psychiatrists and social workers at Mass Mental said, we have to help people who live in the hospital for years learn to live in the community. And years later, 38 years later, we're doing the same thing. We're trying to help people live valued, full, productive lives and be full members of the community. Our mission is still the same. And that little tagline under VinFan, transforming lives together, means that we recognize that we aren't just transforming lives, it's you all who are members who are transforming your lives. And we need a lot of us working together to help you transform your lives. And that's what we're all about. So thanks to everybody. We have a number of wonderful dignitaries here today, and I think Tom's going to probably introduce them all, but I know some of them very well. They've been very supportive of us, and we really appreciate them coming out today. And we greatly appreciate, I've been in a number of states in my past, we really appreciate the legislative support that we have gotten through the years for the Department of Mental Health funding and Clubhouse funding. Without it, we would not be here. So Tom's going to introduce some of our local officials today, and we appreciate them. And thanks again to all.
If you did a tour today, you saw that we did name one of the rooms after my mother, who was the founding director of the Point After Club. So if you haven't been around yet, Point After started in 1980 back at the YMCA. And very similar to VinFan, the idea at the time was for folks who were getting, there was a lot of they call it deinstitutionalization back then, and reintegrating people back in. There was a Supreme Court mandate to get folks out of the state hospitals and into the community. People needed a place to go. And that's what the Point After Club, Point After stands for Point After Hospitalization. So we got VinFan now. People have been asking me that today. There was actually a small group of ex-patients that met and called this group that met once a week at this Red Cross building, the Point After Club, and it meant Point After Hospitalization, Point After Danvers State Hospital, which from the area, you know that. And since then it's grown. That group disbanded. My mother was doing community integration from Danvers State Hospital and got that group back together, went around the state, got funding from Commissioner Roken and the Department of Mental Health in 1980 at the YMCA, and we've been building this strong community since. I'm very honored. I know that Rosie's smiling on down. Right here. Okay, so what I'd like to introduce, and we talk about, we are so blessed. We've always had tremendous senators. We got from Senator McGovern, who was staunch about the clubhouse funding, to Senator Tucker, who was a fierce advocate for supporting human services and clubhouses, and Senator Feingold, and we are so blessed that to follow that lead, we have this tremendous friend of ours who is a state rep and is now holding that very special office for us, State Senator Barbara L'Italian.
Good afternoon, everybody. How are you doing? Good. You know what I loved most when your first speaker spoke was that everyone sort of affirmed what she had to say. And when your second speaker spoke, the same thing. It just speaks volumes about your community here, that everyone's rooting for each other. And I think that's critically important, that everyone do that. So I remember when, I'm glad that Tom mentioned about his mom and about this all starting in the YMCA, because I remember that.
We're proud of that.
I think it's great. I think we should be proud of it. So I want to mention 3 people that I know that are in the room today that have touched my life in one way or another. The first is Jean DeRosa, who is sitting down. She's just another example of the power of one and how she started decades ago. She's really one of the pioneers, I think. As soon as I became a state rep, Sue Tucker said, "You got to meet Jean DeRosa." And she's here, and I just want to thank her publicly for a lot of what she's done supporting people, struggling in the community with mental illness.
All right,
mentioned was a client at the Haverhill Clubhouse. His name is Rocky, and I got to know him when I represented Haverhill. He's awesome, and he was, yes, I think one of the best cheerleaders and the best people to come into the State House and in the city of Haverhill. He was just great about just telling everyone about who he was and what he was up to and how big a part the club was. And lastly, I just want to mention, many of you here affiliated with the Lawrence Clubhouse know my cousin Carol Italian, who over the years has been an active member of the community in many different capacities. And she just told me that she's going to be moving to Virginia soon. So I think everyone needs to just give her a little round of applause. So as a social worker, as a mother of a child on the autism spectrum, my heart is really with the clubhouse and with, making sure that folks are included in every part of, community life, making sure that people are able to have meaningful work, able to have friends and friendships, able to, have a life of joy and purpose. And so, I was here last year, actually, when I was a candidate for Senate. I was in the building and I met someone who was getting on the elevator going upstairs to the old office space, and I just sort of walked in and reacquainted myself and got a nice tour of upstairs before moving down here. But I want to partner with you. I want to help you in any way that I can as a senator, and they'll come up and speak too, but very much myself, Representative Moran, Representative Devers, and Representative DeZoglio all work as a team. And so, we can most directly be helpful through the budget, but I'm sure there are other ways that we can be helpful as well. So I just want to offer our unequivocal support in whatever way we can be helpful. And I'd like to read a citation and maybe have both of the representatives join me during the citation. Would you mind coming up? So Paul, why don't you come up so we can give this to you. So this is an official citation from the State Senate and the House of Representatives. Be it known that Massachusetts Senate and House of Representatives hereby extends its congratulations to Point After Club in recognition of 35 years of serving the city of Lawrence and creating a place of hope and opportunity for people with mental illness. And be it further known that the Massachusetts Senate and House of Representatives extend its best wishes for continued success, that this citation be duly signed by the President of the Senate, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, and attested to and a copy thereof transmitted. Signed, Senate President Stan Rosenberg, Speaker of the House Bob DeLeo, myself, State Senator Barbara L'Italian, State Representative Frank Moran, State Representative Marcos Devers, and State Representative Diana DeZoglio. So we will give this to you with our congratulations.
Someone should get this for me before I lose it or spend it. You guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
I'm so glad she mentioned Jean DeRosa and her daughter Bonnie's here, who's the producer of our Clubhouse Rally video. Thank you, Bonnie. But Jean donated this beautiful piano to us too. So once again, we are so blessed with such a tremendous leadership in the state legislature. I want to give these gentlemen, Representative Moran, Representative Devers, an opportunity to say some words.
Sure. How are you doing? Good, good. I just want to thank Rules for everything that you do here in the city for the past few decades. This is a great organization. This is a great event. I want to thank Mary Ann Palin too for making this space available to you guys. This is an unbelievable space, right? I know you guys are going to enjoy this space. The space is beautiful. I want to thank you all again for inviting me to this great event. And hopefully we'll be back in the next month or so just to make sure, follow up, see anything that we can do to help. We're always going to be supporting this program. We're in the business of helping people, just like Bruce and Tom is. And we're going to continue helping the people that we represent, especially the community that we represent. Oh, Diana DeZoglio is here, Representative DeZoglio is here. So on that note, I'm going to pass it over to Representative Devers just to say a couple of words as well.
Hi everyone, we are celebrating. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
We're celebrating!
We're celebrating! thank you to Point After Club for this great job that we're doing, this great facility. Mary Ann paid you. It's wonderful to have this space available. I can see people walking around, Union Street from here. We are in downtown Lawrence. This is my district. District is the 16 Essex district. And I'm proud to be your state representative. I'm proud to serve this location and the rest of my district. And the city of Lawrence, like my colleagues, they all represent our city and our great leader, Senator Barbara Italian, for everything she does. She really feels what she does for you. As I was a member of and by share of the people with disability, families and children joint committee at the House. Now I'm the vice chair of the Labor and Workforce Development Committee. But still, I am a member of the Ways and Means Committee, Joint Committee, and from there, and humbly, with my colleagues, I will continue working and giving all I can, my best for all of you, and success is Point After Club. Yeah. Now, I pass the mic to my colleague, Diana Bisoglio.
We matched. Did you notice this? Marcos is going to be my prom date.
Say something funny.
It's funny. I hope everyone's doing fantastically today. This is a wonderful day. This is a great day for everybody in the city of Lawrence and in the entire Merrimack Valley. The Point After Club is such an important organization that serves a fantastic population in our community. It's a necessary organization. The work that you do, it's God's work. You know that. The difference that you make in the lives of individuals in this community is something that can't even be expressed in words. And we just want to take an opportunity to present Point After Club. And Mr. Coppinger, would you come over here to receive this award? So this is look at how fancy this is. We use the, we use the calligraphy pen to do this today. So that means that it's really fancy. So we have a special recognition for you and for the Point After Club, and it's from the entire delegation along with Senator L'Italian, and I'm just going to read it on behalf of Representative Moran and Representative Devers. It says, "Be it hereby known to all that the Massachusetts House of Representatives offers its sincerest congratulations to the Point After Club in recognition of the celebration of your open house and 35 years. Of providing people who have mental disabilities with hope and opportunities to achieve their full human potential. The entire membership extends its very best wishes and expresses the hope for future good fortune and continued success in all endeavors. Given this 18th day of June 2015, signed by the Speaker of the House, signed by Senator Barbara L'Italian, Representative Frank Moran, Representative Marcos Devers, and by myself, Diana Bisoglio. We wish you all our sincerest congratulations. Good job.
We do have a couple of other speakers. Susan Abbott, come on up. Susan is the head of Psych Rehab Division for Vincent. You know, she was a little skeptical when we first talked about this space, but I know that she's gonna, we won her over, and I know when she gets the tour, she hasn't got a grand tour yet, that she'll be thrilled. She's been a long leader in rehabilitation for many years in the state, so Susan.
Thank you. Tom is the only one that's actually ever convinced me to do any public speaking. But you know how he is. He's like, you can't decide if he's a Sean Connery look-alike or if he's a Pied Piper. Either one works. Anyway, I'm a newcomer to Point After Club, though I've had a lot of experience in clubs over the years. And as soon as VinFen started working with Point After, they were out of their space. And it was a real crisis. It was a mess. So we were looking around for another space. We found a temporary space. We keep looking. We get up to the 4th floor, which obviously has some disadvantages. And Christy comes to me one day and says, "We've got it solved. We know where we're gonna be permanently. We've got it all sorted out. She says it's in the basement of the same building. And I said, oh no. Our folks don't belong in basements. No, that's a no, it's a no-go zone, forget it. She goes, actually, it's more like the ground floor. So I said, okay, I'll come see it. Boy, was I wrong. This is the nicest ground floor I've ever seen. So congratulations to you all. I love it.
Point After Club is one of many, was it 36 clubhouses now in the state of Massachusetts? And we're standing strong. We've been through some difficult times, as we've all kind of shared lately, but you know, the organizations that we have and the advocacy, along with the partnerships that we have with our agencies and with the legislators, that's why we're here. That's why we're still here, and that's why the members and staff here, we all appreciate that. And first, I don't think I even said it yet. You know, this stuff doesn't happen. You know, I have an incredible amount of appreciation to the members and staff of the Point After Club. So thank you guys. This was a lot of work, and God bless you all. You're incredible. It all starts here. That's what it's about. All this hope and opportunity is about meaningful lives and the lives that you live. But I wanted to introduce Reba Stein. She's the Executive Director of the Massachusetts Clubhouse Coalition. It's an advocacy organization of all of our clubhouses. We have employment, Dual Recovery Anonymous, advocacy, work with housing, and really Reba's done an incredible job at organizing us. I want you to come on up and say a few words.
So I want to do a big shout out to Rose Coppinger, who got this beautiful clubhouse started. And a huge shout out to Tom Coppinger. Organizing this really vibrant, powerful, effective community of people who love each other and think about each other and support each other to get back into the workforce, to go back to school, to live in your own apartments, to live in supported housing, and to really thrive in the community. So you are a beautiful community, and I think Tom has done such a really fantastic job. So thank you so much. I also want to do a big shout out to Vinfen, who I think has really done an excellent job. Vinfen operates 7 clubhouses in Massachusetts, and I think that the Point After Club is really one of the star jewels of your clubhouse community, and I think part of the reason I think that so many clubhouses from all across the state came out to support the Point After Club is the Point After Club plays a really important role in advocacy in relation to the entire community mental health system and in terms of the clubhouse system. I think there's a lot of leadership here and a lot of support for us to stand tall as a community mental health system, to say that there isn't equity yet between physical health and mental health, and we have a lot of work to do and a lot of educating to make sure that we turn that around. And thank you so much to our legislators that have really, you've really heard that call, and you really act in powerful ways all the time to help us fund the Department of Mental Health, to help us fund the community resources that help people live so successfully. So thank you, legislators, for doing what you do every day. Thank you, Vinfen, for keeping Tom as the director. And Christy, who used to be the director of Webster House and now supervises the directors of the 7 clubhouses. And people say, really positive things about Christy, that they really are feeling the support they need to be full-fledged evidence-based practice clubhouses. I'm so honored, Tom, and the commitment of the Point After Club to becoming quality accredited, and I honor the Vinfen and Christy and Susan Abbott and all of the leadership supporting the clubhouses to be all they can be. So thank you very much.
So we have some more drinks, some refreshments. I know some folks need a tour. And oh my God, my good friend Joan Rapp is here. There's Joan. We were looking through pictures. Joan's from the Boston. Come on up there, Joan. From the Boston University Center for Psych Rehab. We were looking through pictures. 1980, the very first Christmas at Point After Club. And I wasn't there, but I saw these pictures of this woman who was leading square dancing. This is 1980, folks. Come on, we're not getting low. I was still there, Joan. She's only 5 years old. Joan was there, and this is like an incredible mentor for all of us, Joan. And I'd like Joan to say a few words.
I also want to say about Joan that in the early 1980s, there was a committee of people called the Fountain House Committee, the Clubhouse Committee, and Joan was a really big part of that many years ago to try, in the early thinking days of how important clubhouses are and were. So thank you, Joan, for all your leadership over the years.
Thank you. I just am always inspired to be here. When I saw the balloons and the sign outside, it's like, oh, I'm home. I have so many happy memories bringing my boys up here and singing. But singing in Spanish without knowing any Spanish. But there's always this, you know, as soon as I walked in the room, I wanted to take a picture of your wall because I'm working on employment projects at Boston University, and it's like, you know, you can write a bunch of stuff and footnotes and whatever, but when you see this, you know, it's just so very inspiring. So thank you, Tommy. Congratulations. I felt really bad 10 years ago when I left the Department of Mental Health and you didn't have your new clubhouse yet. So you're finally here and it looks and feels great. Thank you.
Thank you. I don't have anything more to say. I think we can conclude our program. The program part, there's plenty of refreshments left. We can give tours of the clubhouse here, folks. You guys all look beautiful out there, I'm telling you.
Boy, that was unbelievable, huh?
That was awesome.
I felt the chills run down my spine when they spoke. It's so sincere. And
Now, are you a member of this club?
yes, I am.
How many years?
Off and on about 5 years, 6 years. All right, take care.